Well, Germany says it will lend Libya's rebels 100 million euros for, quote, civilian and humanitarian purposes. Well, Berlin opposed the Western military intervention in the country, but promised to help oust Colonel Gaddafi through peaceful means. Well, let's now talk to Christoph Horstel, a government consultant in Germany, and he joins us live from Berlin. Thank you very much for being on the program this evening. So this money is supposed to be used for peaceful purposes, humanitarian purposes, but is there anything that Berlin can actually do to stop it from being spent on arms? And after all, that's what the opposition says it wants most.
You see, it is really a big question what this money is being used for. First of all, who controls that? Then next, has NATO ever cared for the civilian population in Libya? I don't think so. A group of countries bombing Libya and using uranium weapons, that of course is a group of countries not caring for the civilian population. I see definitely another point here. I see that the important port town of Briga, which is hotly debated among the rebels and the government as who owns this town now, might be a question where some of this money might be used, in fact, to buy the tribes, to get the town into the hands of the rebels. I think that's the question here. Quite importantly, right now, to use that money, I doubt what is official language of the German government.
Well, yeah, there are mixed messages coming from Berlin, isn't it, over this whole Libyan affair. First, it didn't back the no-fly zone resolution. Then it said it would give arms to NATO's efforts. And now we're hearing money's heading to the rebels. So what is going on? What is the goal of the German government here?
You see, the problem was when our foreign minister made that decision to not vote with NATO this time in the Security Council. He was told by all the officials, including our secret services, that Libya is a dirty game. And of course, what could he do then? He thought, I could not be part of that game because I don't want to be part of another dirty game. We did that already in Afghanistan. We abstained in Iraq, and now we have this Libyan case on hand. And meanwhile, we did 2 other countries, and we are still doing Kosovo. So where the hell this is going to? And he said, we are not into it. But abstaining, just being neutral in this case, of course, was not enough, because NATO has used the security resolution as a free hand to do just anything they want. And in fact, they are fighting on the side of the rebels. They are fighting the Libyan government, and that is something that, cannot rest the whole world in peace, because nobody knows when NATO will decide to, protect some civil populations and then meanwhile kill the legal government. Whether we like it or not, that's the situation here.
Okay, Mr. Horstel, now aside from the money that the German government is giving, the Libyan rebels have also recently gained access to Colonel Gaddafi's frozen assets in the U.S., and that's after Washington, of course, gave them full diplomatic recognition. Do you think now that this will break the stalemate, that having so much funding will actually swing the balance in this civil war?
Yeah, of course, that's a question. There are more than $20 billion in freezed assets, and I think, as it was also announced behind the scenes, that this money is going to be used to help the rebels. But of course, that is in a way totally illegal. You can't just take money away from governments and give it to rebels. If this is the future policy, that would be a very tough situation on this globe.
Okay, just a bit more push on Germany's position here. NATO has called on its members for more active involvement in the Libyan campaign. Germany, of course, has not participated in the military efforts so far, but it did say it wants NATO's mission to be successful. Do you think we will see Berlin actually joining the campaign one day?
Well, let's put it this way. If the pressure by NATO, by Washington, on Germany prevails and continues and grows stronger, then we might see a lot of things which many people may regret, including Russia and China. But that is not sure. So far, the German government stays somehow within the lines it has taken. But of course, within this bandwidth of possible decisions, it is now siding very closely with Washington. And as an Arab journalist pointed out to me, Germany wants a piece of the cake. To be clear, Germany wants to maintain its 15% of the Libyan oil as a percentage of the total oil imports of Germany.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution, your insight there. Christoph Horstel, a government consultant in Germany. Thank you.